Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to provide you a reading today. So please make sure that you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's this top portion here. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Okay, be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes gatekeeping, shadow banning, and copywriting of my messages. Hi, welcome everybody coming into the chat. So make sure that you guys subscribe, and then you can ask a question and I'll answer your question. This is like giving you guys literally advice that's worth millions of dollars for free. And it's even free to subscribe. You don't even have to pay to subscribe. So this is what I'm saying. Take advantage of this while it lasts. I'm going to be building up a community of people, and that's my intention. Okay, so now we're going to do the prayer. So I ask that the Most High God continue to protect us, to order our steps when dealing with anything in the psychic realm or the spiritual realm. I'm asking that the Galactic Federation, along with all spiritual court systems, and along with the reading of the Akashic records, come through. And I ask that the Most High God and Holy Spirit and Jesus Christ, please return all evil, block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. And I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Okay, so we'll start with the Soul's Journey cards and see what comes out for the collective. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. All right. So what Spirit's saying is that it may be time to surrender an old habit or an old way of thinking. Why surrender it? Because something's been keeping you back from getting your wishes fulfilled, and it has to do with the way that you're thinking about it. And so it's got to do with happiness for sure. See those beautiful dolphins? I am a dolphin lover. I literally love everything of the ocean. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. The easiest way to find your divine life purpose is to follow the trail of happiness, because your purpose will make you happy. It makes you fulfilled, right? So never look at anybody. When you see somebody else in their purpose being happy, don't think it's that basically that you need to do what their purpose is to be happy. You just need to find your own trail of happiness and follow that. We've got service. This is what I'm talking about. This happiness is going to help you be of service to other people. I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can offer people advice that will help them make better decisions for themselves and give them guidance to go towards the light, to go towards God, rather than the other direction. That's what makes me feel good. I'm also hearing that you're having a lot of people project energy at this time. This is the way that they feel. I feel like these are people that are unhappy. They're very afraid. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you guys like the readings. They're very afraid of your happiness because they feel like if you're happy doing your purpose, well, it says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love, right? So you guys are the energy of love, and that's what's brought you to this big win. This happiness is like a big win for you guys. You being of service to other people and to yourself, that's a huge win. Surrender. This is exactly what I was saying. There's a belief pattern or an outdated way of thinking that needs to be surrendered. And this is just because you worry about the outcome too much. I can release my need to control. When you surrender it and you give it up to your higher power, It basically takes it out of your hands so that you're not blocking yourself, because a lot of the times we will be worried, we'll come into happiness and then we'll be so afraid to lose that happiness that we'll stay in an energy of worry. But as long as you're being of service to your help and to other people, you're going to remain happy and you're going to remain protected as well. And this fear, we know that love is is the thing that conquers fear, right? I mean, it's one thing that conquers fear. But these people that you're dealing with in the collective, they fear you. They fear your power, basically. Good. Good. I'm so glad that you're able to get some information. That's exactly what I want you guys to do, is to be able to use your intuition. So this person feels like they're being judged by you. Maybe you are judging them, but I don't feel like you're like looking down your nose at anybody. I feel like this has to do with you understanding that everybody has their own unique talents and gifts and challenges in life. This other person is misjudging your character. I feel like they're projecting the energy of judgment, and you're basically reflecting back to them what they need to stop judging within themselves. So yeah, you guys, make sure that you definitely subscribe and stuff. This person could be envious. It's always envy. Isn't it always envy? It seems like it's almost always envy, which is crazy to me, because how can there be that many people that are just envious spirits, you know? Envy, when you're dealing with somebody that's got envy within them, you're dealing with somebody who's being delusional, right? Being very delusional. Okay, so Vendongi, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But do you know your soulmate, or are you like looking for somebody? I don't think you know who your soulmate is. So this envy that somebody has, they're misjudging you in the collective. They basically see you surrendering to the divine and being of service to other people. No, so that's what I felt. So they're seeing you be of service to other people, and they're envious of this because they want to feel important too. It's just like all about, this is somebody really needs to heal their inner child. This is all about them feeling important. Okay, so like I was saying, you guys have some type of limiting belief pattern that keeps drawing in people that are envious. And so maybe you've dealt with envy. You guys could have dealt with envy your entire life. No, you have not. You have not met this person yet, Ben Donkey. Not at all. In fact, I feel like the person that you end up meeting in the future is not even going to be a soulmate. They're going to be a twin flame. So yeah. Yeah, you guys, be patient with me. I'm going to get through all the questions the best that I can, okay? But yeah, so I feel like the energy that you're dealing with, or that you're going to be dealing with, is going to be a twin flame. They're going to be something that's more, I don't know why you're skipping soulmate relationships. Are you super young or something? I don't feel like you've had a lot of experience when it comes to love. So when this person comes in, they're going to freaking rock your world. They're going to rock your world. I mean, it's going to feel like something that you've never experienced before. So why are you in the 9 of Swords? Are you having sleepless nights? This could be the person in the collective in the 9 of Swords. Or anxiety or depression. You are? Okay, let me look at that. I don't feel like that whatever you're feeling has to do with not having a soulmate or having a twin flame. I feel like this energy has to do with some type of way that you're either judging or misjudging yourself, or this could be anxiety that's being, like I said, there's a lot of energy of envy and projection here. Okay. So you also have somebody in your energy that doesn't want you to come out of the 9 of Swords. So they're blaming you for something. Yeah, somebody that does stuff up under the moon. So if you have been feeling blocked when it comes to love, because I don't know, I'm not seeing things come in. And usually when somebody is not blocked, they'll have, okay, you do have one one guy that comes to your mind, have you been dreaming about this person? You maybe have been dreaming about this person. If you have one guy that comes to mind when it has to do with the Nine of Swords, that's definitely not your person. I feel like you may end up dreaming about this person and then meeting them in real life. The Two of Wands, planning and waiting, making decision, choosing a path. So the moment that you get into alignment, Vendangi or Vendanji, the moment that you get into alignment, this is when you're going to meet your person. And I feel like this has to do with you making a decision or choosing another path, because maybe you've been trying to go for the same type of person that you've had in the past, and Spirit's showing you that if you think you have a type, that you don't really have. This type that you think that you have is not a type, is not a type. It's not your type. You're going to be choosing a new path. This could be a spiritual path. Like I'm getting this person that you're going to meet, they're going to be like really ridiculously good looking. I don't know what's going on with that. They're also going to be very spiritual. They're going to have a lot of spiritual energy for you and a lot of fervor for getting messages out. So this person could be a divine prophet. An Ace of Wands, creativity and passion, new initiative, inspiration. Exactly what I'm talking about. This person is going to inspire you when they come in. You'll know who this is but when this person comes into your life, you are going to realize all of a sudden, oh, I'm not, yeah, it's actually a good thing. I'm not in the Nine of Swords anymore. You're going to like all of a sudden have the epiphany, because there is somebody in your energy that is very envious of you, but that's not anything new. You already know about that. This person doesn't want you to move on, but you left this person in the past. Like they're not even in your current reality other than they're projecting their energy. They want you to be in this Nine of Swords energy. And they want you to feel like there's no one out there that's for you. There is one thought. Okay, so yeah, if you keep having thoughts like, oh, I'm just going to get the same situation, or, oh, there's nobody out there that's going to be perfect for me. All of those beliefs are the beliefs that you need to surrender, because there is somebody that is here for you. I mean, did you think that God was going to let you live your whole life just like without anybody? Absolutely not. Maybe if you were a nun, but like, that's not your journey, right? I feel like you may come into being an entrepreneur. Somebody's going to make you guys can make a lot of money in the future. This Eight of Swords. Okay. So this person from your past, they keep trying to resurface and make themselves relevant. They could be trying to get your attention. They're definitely in the Eight of Swords energy. They're restricted. They're trapped and restricted, victimized and helpless, powerless and blinded. This could be, you could need to heal from this person from your past, basically trying to put restrictions on you, which is what I feel like you're still dealing with now. It's like they were very possessive and controlling or something like that. Again, I don't feel like you're weak, but whoever this other person is that's been blocking you does feel like you're weak. Page of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely an extroverted energy when you're not being tormented by this other person's envy. Yeah. Okay. You've never been in a relationship. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, there's not a whole lot of experience like coming through. So whoever this person is that's in love with you from the past, they may try to make themselves relevant. And I hope that this is not an LGBTQ plus situation, because I think it's really unfair when you are friends with somebody and then they start to have LGBTQ plus feelings for you and then they don't tell you. I think that's just like kind of wrong. Yeah, no, that's exactly the energy. No. So you do have creative ideas. And okay, so going from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to bring this creative idea forward, and it's going to be through most likely the internet or through expansion, some type of expanding in a project or entrepreneurship. Like I see you pregnant with some type of idea. See how she's clearly pregnant? The Queen of Pentacles means she's like the ruler of money. Like you're going to have a lot of money in the future, which is going to draw in a lot of different people. Okay. When this happens to you, because you're very nurturing and sensible, comforting and practical. When I'm talking about pregnancy, I'm not talking about a baby. I'm talking about you being pregnant with a new idea. This idea, this creative idea, is going to take you from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. The person that you're wanting to meet with is going to be an Emperor energy. You don't want a knight. You don't want any of the lesser cards. So as you progress to become, like I said, an Empress, basically, then when you're in the Empress status, you're going to attract in this Emperor. But there still is some type of belief system that you need to let go of. And it could just be doubt, devil energy, whatever this devil energy is. It could be an obsession. It could be addiction. It could be toxicity, excess, codependency. You know, especially if you haven't had a lot of relationships, which is what I feel. You may have had somebody in the past that was like having feelings for you. They wanted you to be codependent on them, which is really strange. Let's see what else comes out. The Chariot, determination, success, moving forward. You're moving forward from this anyways. And you're going to bring whatever this idea is to the forefront. And then that's when your person's going to come in. So I would just continue to work on whatever it is that you're working on. I don't know if this is writing a book, if this is acting, whatever this thing is that you're going to master. You know, you have very quick success coming in. This is also victory over mental illness. I'm not kidding. Somebody from your past was trying to put you in the Nine of Swords habitually. They were doing something to you while you slept at nighttime to steal. They want to steal divine prophecy from you, and they want to steal your divine counterpart that's going to come in. And they're not going to be able to do this. Like I said, you don't have this person. You're not going to allow this person to do this, first of all. They've been literally doing like mental health spells. That's not cool. So continue to work on your projects. Continue to develop whatever this skill is that you have. Yeah, this person. But once you get this envious person, just drop that card. Once you get this envious person out of your energy, which we're going to cut the cords with them today, they're not going to be able to project their losing ass life on you anymore. We did talk about this yesterday. Yeah. So they're not going to be able to keep this act up. Okay. All right. Thank you. So now I'm going to go to one of the other questions we have here. Okay. Shanu, or I should go to the one that's right above that. Okay. Tawny and Rohan, let's look and see what's coming forward for you guys. I feel like you guys have a lot of opportunities that are going to be coming forward at this time, especially in the month of May. I'm picking up a lot of opportunities coming forward. So whatever you've been watering in April is basically going to bring you something new in May. Now, you could have been experiencing an ending, and this could have felt like a tragedy to you, okay? I feel like whatever ending that you went through, whether this is something in your career life or just a relationship ending, this was for your highest and best good. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. I also feel like this is an end to this person trying to judge you because of their envy. Again, envy and jealousy is no reason to judge anybody else or to harass them and bully them. Like this, other people don't realize yet that they're responsible for their emotions, which is kind of crazy because like, how could anybody not know that they're responsible for what they think? But yeah, you guys are expanding in trust right now. Surrendering and trusting the universe to bring to you what is going to benefit you so you can help be of service to other people. Also, Tawny and Rohan, Tawny, you specifically have a birth chart ability. There's something in your birth chart that's going to give you clues and hints to your spiritual gifts. Also, you know how to read people's birth charts. There's something about that. I'm getting like, maybe that you were an apprentice to Nostradamus or something in the past. I'm getting big Nostradamus energy. So there is a skill that you're about to learn and develop. I'm also seeing for Rohan, I'm seeing so many spiritual animals. Like you have a lot of animal energy around you supporting you at this time. And your angels are wanting you to listen to your inner voice so that you're guided the correct way. You guys are totally grateful for everything that you're receiving at this time. This is what makes your energy so different from this person's energy down here. The reason that they're experiencing an ending is because they had limitless envy and they weren't grateful for anything that God had given them, which is kind of wild. So I'm also seeing horses. Why am I seeing horses? Maybe you have horses. Maybe you guys want horses. I'm seeing horses running free. Forgiveness. You could be called to forgive yourself and to forgive other people, especially this person who is from your past, basically. You could be called to forgive them. And you'll know when you're ready to do this. This could be a family member that you end up forgiving. Remember, forgiving doesn't mean forgetting and allowing somebody to come back and do stuff to you again. That's definitely not what forgiveness means. Forgiveness means I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love and blocks my own life. So exactly, relationships. This is about relationships coming in. So I feel like, Tawny and Rohan, you guys have really good energy. You could be going through a process of expansion and ascension both together right now. And I'm like literally getting together. So whoever this person was or family member from the past, I feel like maybe you're disconnected from them. And that's why it's been hard to pinpoint where this energy was coming from, because it's somebody that you would definitely not suspect to be envious, and which is why it could be somebody's mother or aunt or something like that. But you guys have a lot of earth energy and a lot of elemental spirit, like a lot of that earth energy, fairy energy, elemental spirit energy coming through. So you are being guided probably out of a sticky situation. And then you'll be called to forgive this person because they really didn't know what they were doing. They were trying to bring an ending to your new beginning with somebody, but this new beginning is ensured by God. It's like God basically in your book of life wrote out that at this point you would go through a spiritual awakening, have a new beginning, that you would access your gifts, and that you would continue to grow. And this other person feels like they just feel like that if you grow, you're going to leave them in the past and you're going to move away from them. And they're scared of that. This person relies on you way too much. Also, I'm seeing some type of pet or animal rescue. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But yeah, pet and animal rescue. I'm also seeing like animals that, help people, service animals, emotional support animals. Patience. So you're being asked to be patient at this time because a lot of new information is coming through and a lot of guidance is coming through. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, you guys. So hopefully that helped you know a little bit about the energy that's going on, a little bit about some ideas. I mean, I just keep getting animals for you guys. All right, I'm going to go on to the next question. Unless you have anything else that you want to say, you can put it in to the chat. Okay, so be patient because your purpose you're coming into alignment with a greater purpose, and you're going to, there is somebody that's envious, but other than them just projecting energy, this person doesn't want to hurt you. They're just envious. Like that's why they're experiencing an ending. Okay, so we're going to do the next question, which is, Shanu, can you please have a reading about my career? Yes, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. And you know what we're going to use to do that with? Where is it? Here it is. Okay, we're going to look at the Money Moves Oracle deck. Awesome deck. I freaking love this one. Okay, so let's look at your career. Let's see what comes forward. I just heard September, so there could be something going on in September. This could be switching companies or a new offer, or it could be you going into entrepreneurship in September. So something's going to flourish in May. Guardian angel. Okay, so there is definitely a higher power protecting you at this time, Shanu. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, or your screen name right. So guardian angels, some higher power is protecting you from difficulties and misfortunes. So trust in your angels and your divine guidance, because you are being led to the truth and out of whatever this trap. It feels like it was a trap, financial trap or something like that. Mind power, use your intelligence, analyze data and logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Yeah, there's going to be a situation that comes up where you're going to need to think rationally about it. And it's just going to be like, okay, this person from your past that you know has envy for you and is judging you because you're being successful. And this person, you could even not have a lot of money right now, but this person's still viewing you as successful because they see you happy. They see you being of service to other people. And okay, so I don't know if this was the situation. I can't remember which situation this was yesterday, but we'll just see if there's a new energy that comes. Yes. Okay, like I said, you guys, gift. You are discovering new talents that you didn't know that you had, new abilities, right? And this will lead you to new opportunities, okay? Use the opportunities that arise. This is all about tapping into your spiritual gifts and your divine blueprint. Success, choosing the right direction and actively overcoming obstacles. This card kind of reminds me to just tell you guys that when you embark on a new business venture or when you are starting a new project, anticipate obstacles. There's going to be just regular obstacles that need to just be anticipated. I'm going to scroll down so I can see the current ones. Oh, good. I so many other comments. Wow. Okay, good. Yes, God has something for you. So this is what I'm saying is that when you come into this new energy, just anticipate regular obstacles, you know. Yes, we were talking about your ex yesterday. Okay, so that's where the NBI is coming from. Got it. So yeah, it definitely has to do with your gifts and your success. Again, people get really upset when they see that you have some type of spiritual power and that their envy doesn't affect. Like this person wanted you to feel the way that they feel, but your energy is opposite to them. Public face. You're going to be a public face. Follow your heart. Become who you want to be. Earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. You can be yourself and you're still going to be liked. You're actually going to be loved. It's when people are the most authentic that they get real energy back, right? So yeah, don't conform to what anybody else, anybody else's demands, basically, because you don't need to conform to that in any type of way. You are earning a reputation. Whatever this is that you do for work, you're going to end up becoming known for it. Or you may end up becoming the face of something. Home-based. That would be great, wouldn't it? So home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place that you can be. Change your environment. So there could be changes happening in your environment. This could be in your housing, or this could be in the people that live around you. I feel like if there were any type of people that had bad energy, they're moving out. So you could have a neighbor that's moving out or something like that ends up moving out. Sweet success. It's not difficult to get everything you want and to enjoy it. Like I said, you may even be able to do this project or business from home, which would make life pretty easy. So there's so many people that want you to go backwards, but that's not where you're headed. You don't look behind you. You have an exam on on February 2026. Okay. It'll have a huge influence on your career. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, there's some fear with that, but you're going to pass this test. So this is, like I said, you got the mind power card. You're absolutely going to pass this test. And what I'm seeing is that if you don't pass it the first time, you'll be allowed to take it at least 3 different times, right? So what I'm hearing is that, you know, make sure you're taking adequate notes, because it's going to be more of the whatever packets and notes that you take that are going to be things to study. So yeah, just continue to go to your classes and all that stuff. Is this something in the medical field? Wellness, ensure that your body is nourished, join a gym and regain strength. So as you work and exercise your mind through meditation and through using your brain power, you're also going to want to exercise your body, okay, so that you can support a healthy lifestyle here. You really do have a gift that you don't know about that's going to help you obtain success. And it could be you're into chemical engineering. Okay. So I have no idea. I have no idea. You are very weak physically. Yeah. So joining a gym, doing some yoga, that's even resistance work where you're just pushing against your own muscles and toning that way. That can be something, especially if you don't like to work out, because I'm getting that working out is not very fun for you. Also, the chemical engineering, that's what you're taking a test about in February. Yeah, you're going to get multiple job offers for that. You may even end up getting a government job, but it's going to be like when you're out of school. I'm saying duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. That's basically just reminding you about people like this from your past with the fear, judgment, envy, and death. Like, don't forget that people are like that, especially when you start to shine and become successful. You may end up developing some type of chemical that neutralizes like all types of infections. Like it may be something for the medical field that you end up developing. Yeah, you don't even want to worry about people exactly. Yeah, keeping yourself on your own. Yeah, you definitely. Well, just remember, because people will only show you one side of themselves, it's very rare that you get to witness a person in all aspects of themselves, right? But I feel like you're going to end up working on a project with somebody else or something like that, an opportunity. This is, like I said, some type of job opportunity is going to come in, and you're going to develop some type of foam or chemical or something like that that can be put on any type of wound, and it will kill any type of infection or something like that. I mean, this is actually something that's going to come from the natural world, and then you're going to formulate it. And that may be a project that this company, you want to work on making meds on cancer. Exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Any type of, and cancer is definitely a demon. It's definitely a demon. Yeah. And this is what I'm seeing for your future. It's definitely a demon, but it's caused by holding on to grudges and being envious and stuff like that. It's definitely the negative emotion. And then it gets trapped, and then it causes, because people, when they don't ever forgive, that's why forgiveness is so important. When they don't forgive, they hold on to resentment, and that creates a negative energy within them. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, continue to follow the path that you're on and just study hard, take lots of good notes. You're going to do really well. Okay. And you're going to end up developing something that's going to actually help people. I'm also hearing you may end up bringing whatever this medication that cures cancer to like the AIDS Society. So people that have AIDS, whatever this is, it's going to work on the what is it called? Your system of defense. What is it called? I forget. It's going to work on, the system of defense that your body is, basically. I heard spiritual endocrine system. Yeah, immunity. Thank you. Thank you. It is immunity. Yeah, it'll be something that helps the immune system big time. So yeah. Yeah, just like I said, there is beliefs to surrender, and like I said, don't feel that this test is the biggest pressure in the world. You have multiple times that you can take it, okay? So you're going to do really well. And I don't feel like you're going to have to take it more than once. So, and then I feel like as soon as you get certified in whatever this is, there's going to be somebody that wants to offer you a job. Okay, so I'm going to go look at, I think I saw that Lilith had a question. Lilith Phoenix. Okay. Insight into a potential future sacred calling in terms of work. All right, let's look at that. So immediately I'm getting like a different path of divergence from where the path you've been doing. I'm specifically getting something with shadow work. So you may be guided to do like shamanism or some type of healing, some type of spiritual work. You guys are very welcome. Oh my God, I said just says some type of spiritual work. And then look at what this says, spiritual work, literally. So you're going from a career that didn't have maybe spirituality being the basis of it. And now you're going to be going into a career that's a completely different path. This is spiritual work. This is you doing the work. The reason you're going to be able to help other people is because you're doing the work yourself. You're working on yourself. You're getting rid of any of these lower vibrational energies that exist within your field. I'm also hearing sound alchemy. Like there may be many modalities that you end up experimenting with. I also heard iridology, which is when you study somebody's eyeball. Oh, thank you. You study well, it's not their eyeball, but you study the colored part of their eye and it gives information about the body. I'm also hearing something about shamanism for sure. You are a light worker. So you may end up helping people meditate. You could do guided meditations. You could end up helping people collect different parts of their soul with shamanism. You can end up helping people go on trips like they take ayahuasca, something like that. You may find a modality that is very beneficial to work with. Also sound healing and all of that type of stuff. I'm not really getting like reading cards, but I'm definitely getting reading people's chakras and then you helping them bring chakra balance into, soul retrieval is awesome. You'll help people balance their chakras and heal actually. And so you could be doing a lot of shadow work right now, but I was hearing helping other people process and heal their inner child is going to be a part of what you do. Yes, you have a throne here, like spiritual authority to use this ability that you have to help people. And it says, take on the role of a leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. So absolutely, you may end up leading a group of healers or you may end up teaching healing services to people. So this is awesome. This is awesome. I do feel like now is the time to step into this new career. It's definitely a big interest of yours. Well, you know, where your happiness flows, your energy goes. And so this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. If you're interested in healing, this is right up your alley, especially because you're going to be dealing with people who are exhausted from life, right? Like literally, you're going to help people replenish their energies and stay replenished because a lot of people are being drained. They feel financially drained and they feel like they're lacking viable options. You also may end up helping people. You know how there's like life coaches? You may end up being a spiritual coach to somebody. Yeah, iridology is really cool. It's very interesting. It's like crazy how they can look at your eye and then figure out everything that's going on in the body. It's just wild. So where do you start? Where do you feel the strongest pull? Is it to Reiki? Is it to quantum touch? Is it to shamanism? Where you feel the strongest pull? Because you have a lot of animal guides and you also carry the dark divine feminine within you, which shows me that you're going to help people do shadow work. So this could be meditations. This could be nature walks. I'm also getting like animal healing and pet therapy. You may end up offering some type of therapy for people can bring their pets and you end up healing them and their pets. So yeah, where to start is where you feel called the most to help. And it is going to take a little bit of learning, but the majority of the stuff that you're going to be accessing and learning is what exists within you. I mean, other than maybe getting attuned to Reiki or a healing modality, buying crystals, buying sound bowls and stuff like that, that's all part of it. But the knowledge that you need to do what is going to help others is already within you. And you're learning how to do it because you're actually working on yourself. So, and again, if I didn't work on myself, I wouldn't know how to give you guys guidance, basically. So this is how you're going to help other people, is the way that you help yourself. And these people are going to be exhausted from life, just causing them to have ending after ending. And when you help these people integrate their inner child and access that, forgive others and all of this stuff, you may end up coming up with principles. So write everything down that you get from this inner wisdom that comes forward, Lilith. Write it all down, because you're going to end up at the end, when you're ready to start working on people and you have your business up and going, you're going to have a book's worth of information. Really? Helping people through divorces. Yeah. You know what? I feel like you would be also a very good counselor to people. You have the very logical, rational mind, and I like that about you, but you also have a mysticism about you where you do believe in things, in healing, So, yeah, that would be great. Literally helping people who are just tired in the relationship that they're in. Because again, I really do believe that therapy can really help people. And just like how you're helping yourself each day, these people are not going to know how to do that for themselves. So you're going to be able to teach them on an individual and a collective basis. You also may end up coming up with some type of app or idea that brings about points of compatibility. Like it may be some type of AI thing that takes people's information and brings about a compatibility. And then that could be like a dating site that you have. There's going to be something like that, because you do have a connection to love and basically a connection to Cupid is what I'm picking up. Bright ideas. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to come up with ideas that other people do not see and notice. Like just things that are really important, have an innovative new inspiration, test new ideas, and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. Also, there may be a divine counterpart that comes in that basically carries you through this. An opportunity. There may be an opportunity with a divine counterpart in the future, and both of your guys' gifts are going to complement one another. This is going to be so awesome, because literally you being in service is going to be you helping other people get through the blockages that are pretty much impossible to do when you're exhausted. And this spiritual work that you've been doing on yourself is opening your heart up to new opportunities. It's beautiful. Again, with the mind power. Yes, you got some serious ability to alchemize energy. And people come to you for advice already. So it just kind of makes, seriously, it just kind of makes sense that you are going to be in a position of authority, because people already come to you and ask for help and stuff like that. So yeah, just know that it's not all going to come at once. It's just one step at a time. Every time you have an idea or you have a revelation about healing, write it down, because at the end of this process of developing yourself, you're going to have a book. You're going to have like a cheat sheet. It'll be like shadow work, how to do shadow work the easy way. Like literally, you may end up like literally naming it something like that. It's going to definitely change the world. Foresight. It's going to help other people tap into the foresight that's needed so that they can see how to draw into their realities what they truly want and desire, not what they think they want, but what they actually need, right? And so it says, pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Always be looking to the future, because that's, we don't want to look in the past. Well, I'm glad that your mind is blown, because this is like really good energy. This is God being extending out an olive branch and saying, here, I've already given you everything that you need. It's on the inside of you, and all you have to do is bring it on the outside of you, and then you have limitless success. Brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. Says you will start a new job in life, a clean sweep over. People who knew you from the past will seriously see you as a different person, because you're going to go through a humongous transformation. Okay. So be patient with yourself. I'm getting that it may be 3 months or so before you really get all of the information that you need. But in between here and then, yes, there is going to be I don't know if it'll be that position, but there is going to be some type of position that becomes available. It could be that, or it could be a different type. I would still be looking in that type of work, though. Volunteer, assisting, again, also animals as well, people and their animals. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next question. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't even know how to say this name. Istiaq bin Hassan. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at, I already got an overwhelming yes. You're going to get the job in the month of May. So if you've been waiting for this position, I don't know, to open up or something, there is a door opening for you in May. And I definitely see that energy coming in very strong. So you've been worrying quite a bit about that. You're very welcome, Lilith. You've been worrying quite a bit about this position. Do you feel like there's competition, or that, you might not be choose? Because I feel like there may be competition, but you have more experience in some type of thing. It may not be even what the job does, but you have some type of experience. Many choices, opportunities abound when you're in a dilemma. All roads lead to home. Look at all of your options. So yes, you will definitely be looking at different options, because like I said, there is some competition, but you have more experience in life basically than this other person. They may have more experience in whatever field this is, but you have actual life experience, which is much different from just having text knowledge, like book knowledge, to then taking that book knowledge and actually applying it to life and gaining life knowledge. That's when you learn through experience, you have just a much more to offer basically than somebody that's just reading. So money matters. Expensive, save, cut costs, reduce, plan ahead. Okay, so make an informed choice. So invest your money wisely. You're going to have different opportunities of where you want to invest your money and your time. And I feel like if you give everything to a job, just make sure that, I don't know if this job is going to offer you a salary. You're waiting for an appointment letter. I don't know if this is a salary job, but I would say that you maybe don't want to be on salary with this company, because they may really just use you up. That's why this money matters is coming out. It also may be that you could save and cut some costs somewhere. Flexibility. Yeah, you being able to be flexible will help you take on more jobs and more opportunities than just one. Because I'm getting that there may be a job that's like a permanent job, and then there may be a project or an opportunity to work on, and that will be extra money. So this is definitely good vibrations. You being able to be flexible and know where to invest your time and your energy, because where your energy goes and your intention flows, your energy goes. And so you want to be believing in yourself, and be applying to more than one position, because many choices, you'll want to be able to look at all of what the different jobs have to offer. Authority, you're going to end up being in a position of authority. Absolutely. So you may even lead a team of people. So take on the role of a leader. Also, you have really good intuition. You just don't listen to yourself. If you would not doubt yourself and not worry so much, yeah, banking experience, exactly. This is what I'm saying. If you would, because what I'm getting is that you intuitively knew how to invest money, where to invest it, and how people should invest their money. Maybe people are going to be coming to you and you're going to be assessing whether they should get a loan or not, something like that. There may be an important role that you play in helping other people's dreams come true. And by doing that, you're going to be helping yourself. Like you may give loans to people that other people would never even think of doing. And these people end up becoming very, very successful because you had an intuition about them and you knew that they were going to succeed. Love life, free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Yeah, you're going to be very loved in this season. Even if you're not with somebody right now, I still feel that you are going to meet somebody. And if you are with somebody right now, then this is going to be reignited passion with the one that you already do love. Transformation. Change is a natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. This is what I'm saying about the worry, that you're going through a transformation right now. You're changing the way that you think and the way that you feel about things, and that's going to change the outcome of your reality. Because we really do create our realities with our thoughts and our beliefs. And so if we're thinking limiting thoughts like there's not enough jobs to go around, then that's what we'll experience, right? And so let go of that. There are more than this. The first card that came out for you was many choices. There are more than one opportunity for you. And literally, when you update your resume and you have added in all of your personal life experience, that's when people are going to be like, okay, this person actually knows what they're doing. That they didn't just study a book and take a test, or they've been in the field for this long, but they have actual life experience in it. Sweet success. Yes, this is going to be awesome. So you may end up even getting like a new office, like an upgrade, that type of thing. Also, you have an intuition with you. This is a spiritual gift on how to invest money and where to invest it wisely. And so you may end up offering guidance to people. Yeah, you may end up offering guidance to people of where to invest their money. And that is something that literally people have to go to school for, but you can do it naturally. Gift. Like I said, you have a gift. You can use this gift that you have to help people like invest their money where it will actually make a profit, and people will come back to you for financial advice. So you could end up becoming some type of financial advisor to people, like how to deal with you have intuition regarding your situation. Yeah. Oh, you're an 11 birthday. Okay, cool. 11 is like awesome. Moving up, career is on the rise, new offers, an opportunity, salary increase. Go to the next level. You had a breakup recently. Well, you're going to have somebody new coming in. This love life, this person that was from your past wanted you to be somebody that you're not and thought that they could change you, and no. When you guys get in relationships with people, if you can't love them for the way that they are, and vice versa, if they can't love you for the way that you are, you shouldn't be with that person, because you should never enter a relationship with the intention of like, oh, I need to change this person and make them into what I want. Like the right person for you will already naturally be that. You'll never have to ask them to change or tell them, I feel like this person demanded a lot of your energy and your time into this relationship, that if you were pouring that energy and time that you were putting into the relationship into yourself, then you would already be in the position that you're going to be in May. So I feel like this new person that comes into your life, you may meet them through work. They may be another person that also has authority, but they're going to be somebody that's more equally yoked with you, that's willing, that's not going to just make like not going to want you to do all the work, right? They're going to be a part of your life in such a way that whatever they do will complement what you do. And this person will not be as needy. They won't be as demanding on your time. I just heard short. They won't be as short. That's funny. Oh, they won't be coming up as short because this person that you were with couldn't hold their weight of the relationship. So that's why there was a lot of putting things on you and making you the blame for the way that they feel. And you're like, you may be triggered somebody sometimes, but this ex of yours, but you are not the reason that they feel that they don't like themselves. Like that's, you have to understand that that's their problem. And that's not something that you made them feel. That's the way that they feel about themselves, right? And so how can you love somebody that doesn't even like themselves? Like, if you just think about it logically, it's almost impossible to love somebody that doesn't love themselves, because it means if they don't love themselves, then they're not going to do the necessary healing and work on themselves to keep the relationship healthy. And that's why this relationship specifically, deteriorated little by little, because this person wasn't equally yoked with you. Yeah, you have star power, literally star power. And maybe that's what attracted this person in, but they weren't able to match that fire. So there could have been an astrological difference where you guys just were not astrologically compatible. But I feel like if you feel like you're not going to be alone for very much longer. So yeah, you got to love yourself first. And that's not being selfish and putting everybody on the back burner. It's just doing whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, so that if somebody else did need you, you would be able to be there for them. Because if you can't be there for yourself, then you won't know how to be there for them. Limitations. This person that you were with put a lot of fear and doubt into your mind and made you question yourself. So that's why I feel like this future energy is going to empower you and it's going to inspire you. And this is going to be beautiful. How it unfolds, you're going to go through a major transformation. And so you won't even recognize yourself by the time this is over. And literally, I feel like this caged bird, you've been this caged bird. Somebody's just come and opened the cage and you're like, wow, I'm really free. Yeah, it was that relationship that was holding you back. Yeah, we can't pour into others' cups if ours is empty. That's exactly it. Then we'll have nothing to pour into other people. Direction. Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. So yes, I also feel like you may end up becoming this mentor, but there may be somebody that helps you, basically it could be me, it could be somebody else, just getting out of this limited way of thinking, because I really feel like the only thing that's holding you back is yourself. And it's the way that this person that you were with made you feel about yourself. That's a problem, because I don't feel that is accurate. The way this person felt about themselves wasn't good, but the way that they made you feel about yourself, and again, that's still your emotions, you're responsible for that. It's an illusion though. You are enough. You're good enough. Again, knowing the duality in people, you were definitely dealing with somebody that was, I get like Gemini energy. They just had two sides to them. And this other side to them that was not the shiny, happy side was very difficult to deal with. Very difficult to deal with, because you never know who you're really talking to. Which one of you am I actually talking to? Looking, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find. This just reminds me that your Aries, your ex was Pisces. Yeah, this just reminds me that basically, oh yeah, those two are like very competitive, because she's a Pisces that's like a siren. I would say that she's kind of in the reverse. And you're an Aries, you're very driven. And so dealing with somebody that's purely emotional and goes from one end of the spectrum to the other, that was difficult. So what you are looking for is actually looking right back at you. It's so funny how what we're trying to find in our lives is actually trying to locate us down. And we have no idea until it hits us in the face and we go, oh, now it makes sense. So yeah, continue to do what you're doing. for whatever this job is, make sure that on your resume and on whatever documents you have all of your life experience that you've been through, because that's going to make a difference. Okay, I hope that helped you. All right, let's see. Is there anybody else that had a question? I'm going to go up here and look a little bit. Okay, Nur Karim. Hopefully you are still here. All right, there you go. You are here. Okay, so let's look at your career. So I'm feeling some stagnant energy here, and I don't know where that is coming from. Maybe you've been in a position for too long, or you were in a position or something like that. This could be a way of thinking too. Let's see what comes forward. One more shuffle. You're on medical leave. Okay. Did you have like a surgery or a baby or anything like that? Are you having anything? Yes, surgery. Okay. Because I was just going to ask, are you having anything going on with your health that's affecting your career? And that's what I'm picking up on. So we know that health is wealth. There's somebody that is in your energy actively I'm wondering if this is a family member. There's somebody that drains your energy. This is why you haven't been able to get better. Like why this even happened in the first place is because you have somebody attached to your energy that's extremely toxic, extremely draining. It could be a family member. This person feels entitled to the fruits of your labor, which is a really weird energy to me, because like makes me think maybe, yeah, it's an ex. Okay, so they got used to having the fruits of your labor, like literally. This person that siphons you, they were used to that. So when you pulled your energy away, they went into overdrive on trying to drain you. So what I'm seeing here is that it's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. So again, you may end up going back to this job, but I feel like there is something way better out there for you. I don't know if you do any type of side projects. Drained your life first. Yeah, I did magic and everything for sure. This person was extremely vindictive and manipulator, just a total manipulator. Yeah, you do have resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. So again, you are going to be able to be successful, but you've got to get this person out of your energy, and you've got to help. Good. I'm glad that this reading is helping you guys. You got to basically keep this person out of your energy. Yeah, you're going to be, once this person's out of your energy, you're going to be moving up, which means that you could even get a new position, or somebody could end up getting fired and then you end up, inheriting their position. Yeah, definite vibes of if I can't have her, no one can, which is crazy thinking. That's crazy to think that. When people think that, I know that they're definitely delusional. So what I would say is pray. I would specifically pray Psalm 91 against this person. I would say, God, I'm praying Psalm 91 against this ex, and then doing a cord cutting ceremony or meditation. This person attaches a cord onto you, and then they pull from your chakra in the back. So you just basically want to cut cords with them and say, I do not give consent for this person to have my energy. I do not give consent for so-and-so and so-and-so to be in my energy, to play in my energy. And I don't give consent for them to steal my energy. When you state it like that, and also this person's a freaking vampire, I uninvite whatever so-and-so's name. I uninvite so-and-so and so-and-so from my life. Right? If you have a welcome mat in front of your door, get rid of that. You don't want anything at your front door that says, oh, come on in. Right? And spirits will look at that welcome mat and be like, oh, I was invited in. Like literally just any way that they can get in. So I do feel like you've had something that was attached to you, but this is something that it really is attached to this other person, and it wants to attach to you, but it can't. Social status. You will reach the heights of fame in society, so don't get arrogant. So yeah, there is definitely a new path being forged for you. Yeah. Okay. So pray. That prayer always creates boundaries. And if you feel like you did do a cord cutting, I would just, ask. I pray that Archangel Michael, please do a proper cord cutting, one where any future cords that try to attach will not be allowed to attach. And then your sacral chakra, that's the chakra that I want you to work on building up, because that has to do with relationships. Whatever energy of, if there's a grudge, or if there's any unforgiveness with this ex, see, if you hold on to any grudges or unforgiveness, you're basically keeping you're holding on to that, right? That's going to keep an open cord with this person. So you may just need to forgive, and that will definitely help. Yeah. Thank you, Lilith. Salt is also a great remover of negative energy. So salt scrubs, yes, putting it over the back door, putting it over the front door, the corners of your house. Selenite. This is selenite. This crystal clears negative energy, and it never picks up negative energy. So it never has to be cleared or charged. It also cleanses any type of crystal or stone within 5 seconds of it being next to it. So selenite is another thing that will help. But meditation is something that I think that you could do a lot more, and that's gonna help you raise your vibration. Because what you want to do is raise your vibration out of this pattern, this old pattern. Looking, have an eye. This is exactly saying what we were just talking about. What you're seeking is actually seeking you. And I feel like it's going to be a lot more than what you were expecting. Yeah, you may feel exhausted. This other person is going to be exhausted from trying to basically access your energy. Spirit is not opening the door for this person anymore. Yeah, you're power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. So yeah, all the power that you had given away to this other person, you call back to yourself. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are awesome. I love that you guys all have spiritual fervor for serving the divine. That just tickles me, because I know that all this good stuff we're talking about is going to come into fruition, like literally. And it may come faster. The more that you get rid of the thoughts that are causing resistance, the easier this is going to come in. Good. He's not in your dreams anymore. See, so you're getting your downloads. That's awesome. When you can remember your dreams, write them down. That's always a download. If he's not in your dreams anymore, then that's a very good sign that the cord cutting you did worked. But this person does lots of black magic. So again, they're going to try to do something again. So you just need to stay up on your cleansing and on your protection, which through prayer and cleansing, you can create protection and faith in the divine. When I asked Jesus how he got rid of demons, Christ said faith. I just believed that God would not allow them to do nothing to me, and they couldn't. And so it literally works that way. But you do have a power that is bigger than this other person. See, they have to do witchcraft to use power. You have a natural power that exists within you. You don't have to do any witchcraft. And if you did, it would backfire on you. And so that's why you've never been led to go down that dark path. This ex of yours was doing magic on you well before you figured out that he was a warlock or sorcerer or whatever, if that makes sense. Vacation. Start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. Take time to recharge. So yeah, while you're resting up, forcing himself into your dreams. Yeah, he looks good like 28. Yeah, 28-year-old self. If I dream of him, he looks like his fat normal self. Exactly. Yeah, he's not able to project himself or astral project into your dreams anymore. So you may end up going on a vacation, or you're taking a vacation right now, or it could help you to take a vacation. It says, start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. You're definitely free from a relationship that was like very toxic. So I don't feel like there's anything bad going to happen with your career. I feel like you may end up moving up in your career. Here it is, moving up. You may end up moving up in your career and taking over a position that somebody else gets fired from. So this is going to be really good for you. And again, you can always say, God, if there's anybody that doesn't have good intentions for me that's around me, please reveal them to me. You're exploring your town like on holiday. Exactly. This is beautiful. Finding the beauty in life and living it in a new way. I absolutely love that. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, hopefully I say yes. Continue to pray. That's going to be the best thing. But prayer, Psalm 91 is the one that is going to wipe this person's energy out. They won't be able to do anything after that. All right. So we're at an hour. So I'm going to do one more question. Okay. So yes, continue to use your discernment on what you see and listen to what you feel because you're being led. Yeah, no more rose tinted glasses. Literally, the rose tinted glasses was definitely a spell. And you've broken up from this enchantment. You won't be able to be enchanted again. Oh, that's so funny. I love those little characters. Okay, so Racton. Hopefully I said that right. Racdhon. Okay, so will you get help from your parents? What are you needing help for? Oh, good. I'm so glad. What are you needing help for? Is this like financial support or is this nurse home care? Okay. I feel like one parent is willing to help and one parent is not. So what is your parenting situation? And you need to call higher home care people at home. I see both parents are sick. Okay. Okay. So there may, yeah, it's your dad. It's definitely your dad's energy. He doesn't want to go to like a group home or whatever they're called. Yeah. So, you know, what I'm seeing the issue is with finances. So let's look. Yeah, you're going to use your mind to get yourself out of this problem. This is like, what I'm getting is like the energy of somebody digging their heels into the ground. Good. I'm so glad you guys are looking forward to your future. You really should be because it's going to be bright. Not sending them, calling people at home itself. Okay. So is it like not sending them to a place, but people come to the home and to help them? Okay. I got you. Okay. So it's like outpatient care, basically. There may be some type of, what is it called? Like something you can apply their information to. Yeah, free from that fat vampire. Something that you can apply their, like, okay, so the people broke the wheelchair and fight with you and hence you're, oh my God. So the last people, so you already had a company come out and because what I'm getting is that your dad digs his heels into the ground and is very frustrating and he doesn't let people help. And so the person's there to help your father, but your father's so stuck in his pride and ego that he doesn't want anybody to help him. He would feel more comfortable if you would do it yourself, but maybe you're not able to do that for him. It could be that you live in a different location, or it could just be that you don't have the time to do that. Your dad's a pretty grumpy man because he feels like these people want to come and force him out of his home or something like that. And I really get that these nurses just want to help. There may be something, the nice, decent girl must come. Yeah. There may be a program that you enter them into that helps you financially. Okay. Because I feel like your parents don't have a lot of money. Maybe they're low income or something like that. So they may actually qualify for some type of government assistance where a caretaker could very well come to to where they live, And again, so your one grandmother property got sold. Okay. You might have some money. Yeah. So I would apply your parents' to, put their information into the system and apply for some type of home care. I feel like you guys will end up getting approved for that. What else is Spirit showing me? I feel like your mother's got great energy. I feel like she is not digging her heels into the earth. She's not going to give people a hard time. Your parents are exhausted though. And this experience has made you feel exhausted because you can't figure out how to deal with just basically your dad's stubbornness is what it is. Feeling financially drained, lacking viable option. That's why I'm really feeling like if you apply them to whatever, government assistance system that there is, that there will be something I'm getting from the state that will be able to benefit them. Yeah, so you've had some bad luck with the past people. I feel like there's been more than one person that was sent to you with this agency. Oh, there's not. Oh, so you're in a different country. Damn. So there's no government assistance here in that country. Okay, so now that I know that's a different country, 2 nurses, that's what I picked up on. So you had 2 bad apples. Those 2 nurses were, I don't even want to say what I'm saying. But those 2 nurses were not good people, the ones that came. So I definitely see why there is an issue with that. It may be that you need to find another, company. I feel like the company that you've used has a lot of people that are just bitches. These people are mean. Yeah, these new they want to fight with you. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Also, you need to be careful of who you allow into your parents' house because I feel like somebody tried to steal something. But and a different company. I don't know, there's something off about the energy of the nursing company. Like I really get a horrible feeling, like an extra bad feeling. They're stealing and you have it on camera. You should definitely report that to the police. That's freaking ridiculous. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't let these nurses back in your house. I also feel like they have like intent to unalive people and steal from them. So I really feel like another company would be better. You may have to pay a little bit more for this. Is we're talking to Rackdon about his parent situation. So yeah, I think that another company is going to be the answer. You need to find a company where the people that work for it are actually loyal. Good. You removed and ended the contract. Good. Okay. That's going to be great. That probably saved your parents' lives. So I feel like there is going to be somebody, and you may want to put out on some type of website, put out what the qualifications are that you're needing in somebody. Would have filed the police complaint. Yeah, no, these people definitely don't have good intentions. Those past people. So maybe, relate. Also, you may end up finding somebody that can offer this type of care, and they may not be attached to. If I have not been given money today morning, they fight. Yeah, you may find somebody. I don't know if you have a sibling. There may be somebody else that's willing to step up and do more of the care. I'm also picking up that the amount of money you pay is the type of, like, the more money that you pay, the more qualified and more, not evil the people are going to be. I don't mean to call those 2 nurses evil, but like they're evil. And so I really feel like that if they have more nurses like that at that company, you may want to choose another company. It may cost you a little bit more money, but I feel like that money is going to come in. And then also, yeah, they were definitely criminal. And I feel like that company has more. Good. You removed and ended the contract. That's good. So you may want to put out an ad for a part-time caregiver, you know, that comes over, and as long as your parents are not like on hospice. See, hospice is like when you're actually passing away and you need somebody that has all of the medical stuff. Okay, a new agency. Perfect. This new agency is going to be much better. Much better. You may have to pay a little bit more money, but you're going to have people that are not unalivers, not serial unalivers, and not thieves and liars. And that's a big deal. I don't know why this company that you were getting people from had no integrity. Like, they still have no integrity. So I definitely would not sign any type of contract with them ever again. Like I said, they're snake. They were snakes. I was trying to jump around the evilness of them, of these two nurses that had come to you before. So I don't know what the name is of the place, but the past agency, they've got snakes that work for them. So this new agency is going to be better. I mean, it's not going to change the fact that your dad is really stubborn and stuff like that. Like, you're still going to have to deal with that aspect of it. And he doesn't want help, but like, he needs help. So that's the thing. So the reality of the situation is that he does need help. And it's not like I feel like your parents are dying. They're just elderly and they just need somebody to come in and help them with the things that they can't do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they're taking their medication. Yeah. So I don't know if you gamble, but excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Maybe this is something that your father did, or maybe this is the energy attached to those nurses. I mean, they were taking a pretty big gamble by stealing from you, or stealing from your parents. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah. Okay, good. Don't ever gamble. I really feel like if you gamble something, this has to do with this past energy. I'm going to see what's coming in the future. Yeah. Okay, good. There is something that they did steal, but this new agency is not going to have people that are going to steal from you and steal from your parents. And they're going to actually show up on time. Okay, so this limitations, fear and doubt, limit freedom of action, let go of your worries. I don't want you to worry about this, because this situation will work itself out. This new agency is going to take care of whatever the stress was that you're holding on to right now. Love life. Free from problems and money troubles, enjoy the passion of love. I really do feel like your parents are adorable. I mean, your father's a little bit grumpy, but your parents are absolutely adorable. You're welcome. This is like a love that endures. I love that. I love seeing that. Duality. So when this new person comes in, they are going to be reflecting duality. Yeah, your love life is going to definitely improve. They're going to be reflecting duality, but it's not going to be in a drastic way where it's positive and negative. It's just going to be two different sides of the same apple, basically. The person that you love, are they going to get a divorce? No, not feeling that they are. I'm feeling that you might meet somebody new. You may, and are you a public face? Follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. So yeah, your parents are going to be okay. Just go with the new agency. You may have to pay a little bit more money, but it's going to be worth it. They're going to be able to provide the help and all of the medical stuff that you're unable to do yourself. And then anything that's left over, it will be a lot. No, I'm not picking up that this man's going to leave his wife. Like, I feel like he says that, but I don't feel like he's actually going to do that. Just in general, I feel like he's said this many times before. Yeah, this is going to cause you to go through a major amount of growth, just massive amounts of growth right now. So be patient because the good is coming in. This adversity that you've been going through with this guy, it's going to cause you to go through a healing process. Not said to you, yeah. So he hasn't even said that he was going to leave his wife. Okay, well, if he were to say that, I wouldn't believe it. Denial, because he's in denial. He's in denial. He knows that if he leaves his wife, he loses everything. Oh, you ask reader to reader, not to him. Yeah. This man that you're dealing with is in a lot of emotional pain. I don't know why he's suffering so bad. This is kind of weird. Success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love, right? So even if this person denies you, and if you were to ask this person to leave their wife, that would mean that this person, do they have kids with their wife? That's children are always literally always a big, he does. Okay. So one kid, are they grown or are they still a kid? Because I feel like that's kind of an indicator that this person's not going to walk away from his family, basically. But I feel like there's somebody better for you, somebody that's not married. Yeah, this doubt that you hold, I doubt this man's intentions. Well, he doesn't even have the intention to leave his wife, but I wouldn't believe him if he said that he was going to. He might have another child with her. He might have 2 more children with her. I feel like you are going to move on to somebody else. Honesty. That's me being honest. Yes, I do feel like they're going to have more children. And, he's not that compatible with his wife, but he is compatible with his child. 1 miscarriage and 1 kid. Yeah. So, but you are going to have children, not with this person, but you're going to have children in the future. What was the surgery? Oh, wait, it wasn't you that had the surgery. It was somebody else. Okay. Yeah, he's dealing with a lot of guilt in his life because he can't be honest. He can't be fully honest with you and he can't be fully honest with his wife is what I feel like. Yeah, this will propel you into your purpose. And you may find that you end up helping more people and connecting with more souls. Literally, sweet success. That's getting to have your cake and eat it too. The person that's coming in is going to be they're not going to have this indecision about them. And they're definitely not going to be blaming other people for the relationship not being right. Okay. So, I feel like you're very reserved. You don't put yourself out there in a way where people can have access to you. So you may end up meeting, I just heard, maybe, I don't know if never, but when I ask, is he going to leave her? I don't get that he is. And he may end up having more than 1 child. Yes, absolutely. But you may end up having more than 1 child as well. It's just not going to be with this person. Because I feel like in the past, I feel like this relationship with this person is not, it's like an easy fix for him, but it doesn't really suit you, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you, and then I am going to shut down the reading. So with the Twin Flame deck, let's just see what's coming in. I just heard that you may end up meeting a pharmacist. That would be wild. It calms your senses. Okay, 3 of Wands, looking ahead, confidence, growth, and foresight. So you are going to get foresight about this person when they come into your life. You may have dreams about them. You may have visions about them. Temperance, peace and tranquility, balance and patience, harmony. Shiva may be one of your guides. Shiva is damn sexy, I tell you this. You know what? I don't really compare people to as they look and stuff like that. I don't think that this has to do with anything. You worship Shiva. Oh my gosh, here Shiva is. I don't think that looks have anything to do with it. In his view, I'm not getting that looks has anything to do. It's more about energy. Let's see. The 10 of Swords. So yeah, you using temperance and knowing when to give yourself away to somebody and when not. I feel like you need to have somebody that basically earns your trust, earns your love. They need to do something to earn all of this loyalty, because this 10 of Swords is the ultimate betrayal. So defeat and failure, bitterness and betrayal, exhaustion, collapse, and giving up. I mean, that's the energy that this masculine's in. He knows if he walks away from his wife, and walks away from his life, that he's going to be met with a lot of resistance from his family, because his family doesn't want him to leave this person. And I'm talking about like his extended family, like sister, brother, whatever, that type of thing, like mother, father. They want to keep the family together. There is a King of Cups person, okay, that's going to come into your life. This person may be a water sign. He may be connected to water. Or you may end up meeting this person either online or in public. So as long as you don't, I wouldn't commit all of your energy to this person that will not commit to you, right? That's just the way that I kind of feel about it. I feel like you deserve somebody that's not married. Yeah, you're definitely holding this Page of Wands energy, excitement, and extroverted, even though I think you're kind of introverted. Energetic and fearless, creative ideas. You may come up with a creative idea that draws in, it just opens up a new pathway for you, basically. I do feel like you're very tapped into the divine. You are receiving messages. How long did Shiva how long was Shiva meditating in sadness before Parvati came along and basically awakened his primal nature again? So there is an aspect of waiting for the love to be the right timing and there to be divine timing. That's what I'm hearing. It may be important for you to reread the story of where Shiva is meditating and Parvati comes along and is trying to distract him. There's something within that story that may help you with this specific situation. And then I also feel like if you don't put all of your eggs into one basket, you'll keep yourself open for when the right person comes along. The Three of Swords. Yeah. So any type of third party situation where you're a third party, it's going to be painful. Separation and grief, sorrow and trauma. You don't want to have to share somebody with another person. And you definitely don't want to have children with somebody you've got to share them with, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, this married man it's not a good situation. There's something addictive about that relationship. You are going to receive justice for this person. I mean, I don't want to say the divine is judging them, but the divine is kind of judging them. You're going to receive justice when it comes to your love life. Consequences, karma, law, and integrity. So it may be better for you to kind of just separate yourself from this relationship. No, they don't have a great romantic life, obviously, but this man's not going to walk away from his family because he has his other family. You know what I'm saying? Like his family that wants them to stay together. You've got High Priestess energy. You're going to be just fine, sweetie. You've got High Priestess energy. This is what I'm saying. You're very tapped into the divine. You also have hidden knowledge, intuition, and mystery within yourself that's going to unfold here. So you're going to be happy. Just don't put any more energy into worry. And I would not obsess about this person's life. I feel like this person uses other people in his relationship, pulls them into basically like a third party perspective, and that's his addiction. Eight of Pentacles, commitment, dedication, work, and effort. So with commitment and dedication, work, and effort, you're going to be able to manifest somebody that is going to actually be for you. And literally, you're going to get justice in this situation. I mean, it may be not justice from the justice system, but it's just going to be like the person that comes in that you're going to be with is going to be so much better than this person that you're with. It's going to be like justice. 7 of Wands, defending yourself, protecting, and standing your ground. Because if you stay in this relationship with this married man, you're going to eventually have to defend yourself. And it's going to be from whatever this woman, like right now, she doesn't know about what's going on. But if she were to find out what was going on, she would start attacking you spiritually. And so I feel like the best thing that you could do is, not give away all of your energy to this man who's just using you as an obsession, using you as a quick fix. Yeah, 8 of Wands. If you walk away from this person, you're going to have a quick decision, sudden progress, and fast movement. It's going to be a total switching of lanes. And I really feel like you deserve better than having to settle. 6 of Pentacles. This person that if you go down this different lane, this person that comes in is going to be so freaking generous to you. See all those gifts right there? They're going to be so kind and generous. They're not going to be stingy with their time. You're not going to have to share him with other people. Support and sharing, giving and receiving, fairness and gratitude, generosity and charity. It's going to be a very good. It's also going to lighten your load of karma. Ace of Wands, creativity and passion, new initiative and inspiration. This person's going to inspire you to want to do better. The Lovers, yo. Oh my gosh, twin flames. So yes, let this married person go. Let them go deal with their own stuff. Twin flames, balance, spiritual love. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's what I felt. It's like Spirit's testing you just to see if you're going to say no to something that's not beneficial to you. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. I loved interacting with you guys and helping you out today. Please like this video, share it if you feel compelled to, hit that notification bell so you're notified of every time that I go live, so you don't miss out on all of the readings, okay? Thank you guys so much. I'm giving you air hugs and lots of support. Remember that God loves you. I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Yay.